Hey YouTube, this is theministewguy with Team ComicX coming at you with a deck profile for Christmas. This is my frog deck. Um, I built this deck because I wanted to build it for a while, and I left my main deck at my locals. That's like 20 miles away, so I'm not gonna go get it. I'm just gonna wait like 2 weeks because they're closed on Christmas. So um, I needed a new deck, so I had a junk deck, and I liked it a lot, but I really wanted to make frogs for a while, so I took my junk deck apart because I needed some cards from it. Here's the deck anyway. Sorry for the glare, by the way. Three Substitutes. Tribute a monster, and then special summon a frog from your deck, and frogs can't be destroyed by battle. So he's good. He's your engine of the deck. Three dupe frogs. While he's face up on the field, no monsters can be attacked but him. And when he's sent from the field to the grave, you add a frog from your graveyard or your deck to your hand, except dupe frog. So he's really good in combo with like Moria of Greed and stuff to add back the frogs. Three Unifrogs. He's one of your monsters that's going to be dealing damage because he can attack directly, and then if you have another frog except for Unifrog, after he's successfully attacked directly, he can destroy one spell or trap. So it can't help against oppressions and stuff like that, the irritating cards that get in the way of this deck. Two Submarine Frogs. He's a 1200 attack monster, and with Wetlands he becomes 24, and he gains Crush. Or he has Crush, sorry. So he can deal some heavy damage if you get like 3 of them out or something. Two Flip-Flop Frogs. Once per turn, you can flip him face down, and then you can flip summon him, and then you can return monsters your opponent controls up to the number of frogs you have. Yeah, that's what it is. So, two Deep Sea Diva, special summon her, or summon her, normal summon her, special summon a level 3 or lower Sea Serpent monster from your deck. She's in here because I can tune with her, but I hardly ever do. And then the main purpose is because I can special summon Submarine Frog real quickly in this deck, and then just normal summon her, then tribute the monsters that she special summons in her, and then it comes into two frogs and a substitute on first turn. Anyway, Spine Gilman, your target with Diva. Sometimes I leave him out, but majority of the time I don't because he gives everything in this deck but Junk Synchron and Sand plus 4. So Junk Synchron. To pull back a level 2 and then go into Junk Warrior, because Junk Warrior becomes like 9300 in this deck. So if you like Trinade and then replay your Wetlands and then synchro into Junk Warrior with like 3 Submarine Frogs, which I've done before, Junk Warrior becomes really strong, and then it's just like, it's basically a game because you have 3 2400 beaters and then Junk Synchron it. Ridiculous. Sangan. I use him to tribute with Substitute because he'll get his effect, and Substitute will get its special summon, so it's a plus. And my last monster is 2 Starboy. He gives all waters plus 500 on the field, and reduces all fire by 4. So he can make your like Unifrog like 21 with Wetlands, and like your Submarine Frog like 29 with Wetlands, and with Wetlands he becomes 2250, so like you bring him out and then you bring another one out and they become 2750, and it just starts getting crazy. So okay, that's it for the monsters. Spells. 3 Wetlands, gives all water level 2 aquas 1200. Heavy Storm, spell and trap removal. Giant Trunade, spell and trap removal to push your game. Scapegoat, use it on your opponent's end phase, then summon your Substitute, pop all 4 like goat tokens, and then just boom into 4 frogs. So level limit area B. Pretty much just because I don't run anything higher than 3 in this deck, so it's really good because I can still attack, but my opponent can't attack me. Haha. 1 for 1, pitch a monster, then special summon your Substitute from your deck, and it's really nice because it starts to rush. Terraforming, because I need Wetlands sometimes, and I only run 1 because I usually draw Wetlands. Pot of Avarice, sorry, Pot of Greed, wow. Thinking of traditional format. Anyway. to add 5 monsters back to my deck, because I usually speed through my frogs a lot, so I use it to get them back. Water Hazard, because I can special summon my like my Substitute on first turn, then normal summon Deep Sea Diva, and then special summon Spine Gilman, and then just go into frogs on first turn. Mind and Brain Control. They're really good in this deck, but I think I'm going to tag them into Moria of Greed, because normally when I have like a dupe frog and a Substitute, I'll tribute the dupe frog and get something else, because I'll have my normal summon to get back another dupe or something like that. And then I can actually start using dupe's effect, because I never use it because I only have like 9 frogs in this deck, so they'll be good, because then I'll add a frog back, and then I'll probably have 2 aquas to just put back in my deck and then draw 3. So it's pretty good, because it can get my frogs back in the deck. It's kind of like a little extra avarice. Gravity Bind. Same as Level Limit, pretty much. Call Haunted to bring back a monster, staple. Froggy Force Field. It's the Mirror Force for frogs. I usually always have a frog out. Torrential Tribute, staple. Last Trap. 3 Aegeus of the Ocean Dragonlord. This card is unbelievable. It's probably one of the most broken cards in the game. It's level 3 or lower water monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle or by card effect. That's every monster in this deck but Junk Warrior Junk Synchron and Sangan. So if your frogs, like let's say you're going for game and your opponent goes Mirror Force and you go, no, it's still game, bitch. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube, but I just did. So, or if they Black Rose, you can just get rid of this. That's it for the main deck. This is the extra deck. Side deck. So, like I said, I left my main extra deck at my local. So this is just one I put together. 3 Dust Tornadoes, because it gets rid of oppressions. I probably need to add a Mystic to this too, because I don't main Mystic. 3 Light of Interventions. Because I add my locals. My friend was running his bounce deck, which is like 3 Penguin Soldiers, 3 Snowman Eaters, and all that, like Man-Eater Bugs and all this crazy stuff. So I'm like, okay, so you have massive flip effects, so I'm just going to say no to that. Zing Zang Hu. It's a very underrated card, actually, because it's like, you select 2 set spell traps on the field, and then they can't be activated as long as this is on the field, so your opponent's like, crap. Heavy Storm. Well, I still lost my 2, so, or, they usually, like my friend that I use this on, because I know his strategy, he Black Rose, and then he lost his 2, and then I set another Zing Zang Hu, and then he's like, oh, I'm going to set 2. I'm like, okay, do it again. Anyway, 2 Compulses to get rid of big beater monsters that I hate, like Red Dragon and shit. Deity Warrior Lady for more removal. Nobleman of Crossout. I need it to fill room, and it can get rid of, like, Gravekeeper Spies, Gravekeeper Guards, Raikos, and stuff like that. Twister, pay 5 to get rid of Oppression, pretty much. Fissure, monster removal. Trap Stun. I need to fill some space, so that's what the next card is for 2. And it's just to negate Oppression for the turn and make your opponent pay 8. Time Seal, 2. It's a filler, pretty much. Skip a draw phase, that's it. That's my frog deck. The Ministewguy with Team ComicX. Rate, comment, subscribe. Merry Christmas.